Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Clear, right? Done. So let's start the session. In the last class, we are discussing about the different fundamental data types. And we have covered in terms of int, float, boolean, and string, right? Now coming to in today's class, we are going to discuss the next topic called as input function. So just a small recap of whatever we have discussed in the last class. Before moving to today's session, let's have a small recap. So in the last class, we have discussed about the int data type, float data type, boolean data type, and string data type. So these are the four data types, and these four data types are called as fundamental data types in Python. Four of them are called as fundamental. Why they are called as fundamental data types means these objects will accept only one value to store. So in this only one value you can store. You can't store the more than one value. If you want to store more than one value, we have to go to the advanced data types. Now, and once we have discussed these things, we have also discussed some functions within the Python. In last class, we have discussed some functions. What are those functions? Means first function is type function. It is used to check the data type. Second one is ID function, which is used to check the ID of the object, where it is located. Next, from there, we have move on to the length function, which is used to calculate the number of characters in the given string. And we have discussed with respect to next one is int function. Int function means which will be converted to int. For example, if you have given any float value, it will be converted to int. Or if you have given any boolean value, it will be converted to int. If you have given any string value, it will be converted to int. String also can be converted to int only if the string contains integer, means only the numeric. Other than numeric, if anything is there, that particular string cannot be converted to int. And we have discussed along with the float, how to convert to a value into a float, a value into a boolean, and a value into a string by using these functions, right? So converting from one data type to another data type is called as typecasting. And why it is important? Last class we have discussed these things, but we have not discussed why it is important. What is the use of typecasting? And from where, what is the purpose of doing the typecasting? That we are going to see in the today's class. So in the typecasting, the most important point is a string. A string can be converted to int or not. Can be converted to int or not. This is the most important point, whether it can be converted or not. Means answer is it can be converted if it contains only the integer values, only the numerical values, then it can be converted. Otherwise, it cannot be converted. Answer is not directly no, answer is not directly yes. It can be converted. It can be converted if the string contains only the numbers. Only the numbers. This point is important. Now coming to today's class, we are going to discuss the next function called as inbuilt. Next one more function. How we have discussed in the previous class, these are the different functions. In today's class, we are going to discuss one more function called as input function. Earlier we have seen print function. What is meant by print function? Means print function is called as output in Python. Print function is called as output in Python, means which will give the output. When you write the print, it will give the output. Input function is nothing but input in Python. It is called as input in Python. Now, what is meant by input in Python? Means earlier we have given a is equal to 24. Means the value directly we have given. Instead of giving the value directly, now we are asking the user to give the value. Ask the user to give the value, whatever the value he is interested. Ask the user to give the value. So asking the user to give the value is called as input function. Asking the user to give value. Asking the user to give the value is called as input in Python. Instead of writing directly, asking the user. Now see here, I'm going to take input function. Okay, here I'm writing input of. This is the function. I told you input function means brackets will be there, parentheses will be there. Function will have the parentheses. Now input function, here whatever the input function is there, input function. Now what is this input function means? Once you execute the input function, you are going to get one rectangular box like this. What is the meaning of this rectangular box means? You are entering the values. The meaning of rectangular box means asking the user to enter the values. So you are going to enter the value. For example, I'm going to enter the value 24. Now it will store the 24. Right? Now see here, it is taking the 24. Now by default, the input function. So when we are going to use the input function means when you want to take the input from the user, in that case, you are going to use the input function. When you want the value from the user, in that case, we are going to use the input from the input function. Now it stores the by default string, the input function by default string. So here I have entered 24. Into 24 I have entered, but still it has stored as a string 24. So int function by default, it will store as the string. So now here, whatever the input function is there, once again I'm executing. Here you are writing the value. The value I'm writing this time 250, 250.4 or whatever the number. I'm writing whatever it is. Finally, it is taking as the string only. For example, if I have written the string Siva, that one also will be stored as a string only. So whatever the value you give, it will store by default string. Whether you provide the int, whether you provide the float, whether you provide boolean, whether you provide the string. Out of these four, whatever we have discussed till now, within that four, whatever you provide, it will store in the string only. Now, sir, here it is just printing. It is not storing. Can you observe here? Siva is whatever I have inputted and it is printing as it is whatever I have given. It is not storing. When it will store? When you ask this one to store. So A is equal to input of. Now, first right side part will be executed. In the Python, if is equal to symbol is there means always the right side part will be executed. Once the right side part is completed, then it will store in the left side. Always right side part first will be executed. So now here input function. Now in the input function, I'm going to give the 25. Now what happens means first right side part, that is 25 string. Right side part is like this. And that will be taken in the A is equal to 25 and it will create one object called as string 25 with A. It is going to work in this way. Now, so just if I execute, it is going to store. Sir, why it is not printing? Earlier 25 string was printed now. I told you in the Jupyter notebook, in the cell last line, if storage is there means print will not happen. If print is happen means storage will not happen, any one. So in this case, it is storing now. So that is the reason it is not printing. Sir, what about this 25, sir? This 25, what you have entered? It is not printing that one. So you have to enter some number now. That number it is showing like that, right? Now, if you ask here, print A. If you ask A, see, what is the A value? String 25. If you ask what is the type, it is saying the type of A is string type, right? Now, here, input of, it is asking the user to enter. Now, what I have to enter? Okay, rectangular box is there, asking the user to enter what? My name, my education, my salary, my age, what? What I have to enter? What I have to enter in this? I may enter anything. Something I may enter. Now, instead of that, here what I'm going to do is I'm writing clearly, enter your name. If I write this one, the same thing, whatever you have written inside the inverted commas within the input function, the same thing will be printed like this side. The same thing, whatever you have entered here, enter your name. So it is asking the user to enter the name. So from this, I'm going to understand I have to enter the name, and I'm going to enter my name as Siva. Sir, enter your name, Siva. Space is not there, sir. Okay. If you want the space, take the space like this. Enter your name and you give like this. And now what is A is going to store? A value will be stored only whatever you have written in the rectangular box. It is not going to store enter your name. Enter your name will be printed as it is. It is going to store only the Siva. Now what is the aim is Siva? What is the type of aim is string? Now, for example, enter your age. I am asking to enter the age. Enter your age. Now I am entering my age is 24. Something like this. Now age of string 24. And here it is a string type, string data type. Now see here, though I have entered 24 also, still it is storing as the string data type. Now if you see here, this is a string data type. And if I ask a plus 20, if I ask a plus 20, what happens? What is the a value? String 24. String 24 plus 20. And it is going to throw the error that string cannot be concatenated with the int. It will throw the error. Now for this, what we have to do is this has to be converted as the int. String to int. Why we have to convert to int? Because I want to add some number. I want to add some number or something. I want to do mathematical calculations. Means that should be in the numerical format. For being in the numerical format, this one I'm converting to the int. Now, how I'm going to convert means here two options are there. One is you are going to write int of a plus 20. What is int of a plus 20? Means first it is going to take the a value, that is string 24. String 24 will be converted to int, that is normal 24. 24 plus 20, I'm going to get 44. Instead of this one more option also is there. What is that option means here? Int of. Directly here itself, I'm going to write int of. Now what happens? Here the most important point you have to write in the notes is 2 points. Point number 1. Important points in the Python. Point number 1. What is the point number 1 miss? First right side part will be executed. And later it will store. In left side variable name. Whatever the left side variable name is there, that variable name it is going to select later. First right side part will be executed. This is point number 1. What is the point number 2? Second point. What is the second point is if you have multiple brackets, that is this one, like this. If you are having something like this, multiple brackets, first inner bracket will be executed. First inner bracket content will be executed. Inner bracket content will be executed. First inner bracket content will be executed. If you are having the multiple brackets, inner bracket will be completed first. Now, if you observe here in this example, now I'm having a is equal to, this entire thing is there. A is equal to, one more time I'm executing, I'm writing clearly. A is equal to this one. Now what happens? First right side part should be executed. Means this one. Now inside this, multiple brackets are there. First inner bracket means from here to here, it has to be executed. What is this one means? It has to be printed as it is. Enter your age. From here to here, it will be executed as it is. Once this is completed, it will go to this position. That is input. Input means rectangular box. After entering the value, here I am entering the 24. Once I have entered here 24, string 24. This string 24 now will be converted to int. Int of string 24. Now what is int of string 24 means 24. And this 24 now, 24 you are having, this 24 will be stored in the A. Object will be created with normal 24 with A. Like this it is going to work. Is the step by step is clear? First inner bracket, that is enter your age. And that will be printed. Later rectangular box. And whatever the value you have entered in the input function, that will be converted to the int. That will be converted to the int. After converting that one to the int, now it will finally it will store. Then it will store. Till that it will not store. First right side part completely has to be executed. So now let us see. First I have got enter your age. Whatever is there here, as it is printing, including the space after colon, again after the space, whatever is there, as it is printing. Now here I'm going to enter the age as 24. Now when I have entered the age as 24, now it is string 24. String 24 will be converted to int, and A is going to store the int 24. And if you ask what is the type of M is int. Okay. So when you are having the multiple inner brackets, first inner bracket will be executed first. Executing the inner first one is called as, this concept is called as functional programming. This concept name is called as functional programming. Python is a functional programming. Functional programming means it executes the multiple functions. See here. First it is executing the input function. From there it is executing the int function. Whatever the value you have got, that it is converting to int function. So it is called as functional programming. Is the point is clear? Now, in the certifications, you are going to get some questions based on the functional programming like this. String of, int of, float of 20. What is the output of this? First, which bracket will be executed? Inner bracket. What is inner bracket? 20. First, it will take the 20. For 20, it will apply the float. That is 20.0. After that, again, it will convert to int. What is the output? 20. From that, it will come to the string. Now, this is the output. Is the point is clear? And this type of question will be given in the Microsoft certification. Sir, silly question, no, sir. These silly questions, when we enter into the further classes, we'll forget this one. And Microsoft exams or any certification, they'll focus on the fundamentals. If fundamental is not strong, none of the student or none of the person can understand the advanced topics. Without learning the BTech first year, if any person is failed in the BTech second year and he is passing in the BTech fourth year, means that person is 100% by hearting the subject. Everyone knows this one. So they will see that in the BTech second year, fundamental subject will be there about your core subject. Whatever your core is there, that will be in the first year or in the second year. That you are not qualifying, but you are qualifying in the final exam and final semester, any subject means automatically the others will understand easily how you have got qualified. Means 100% you have to by heart that subject without understanding the fundamentals. Right? Now coming to this here. Right? Now input of enter the use. So here allowing the user to enter any value. Is there a way to prevent it? No. Here, for example, you don't want to convert to int. For example, I want to take the user weight. How much weight? Okay. I know that weight is going to be in the int format, int or float. Then I'm going to give in terms of int or float. Now, next option we are having is called as eval. Next function name is called as eval. Now, what is meant by eval function? Eval function means it is going to evaluate automatically the data type. It selects automatically the data type. You don't need to give anything. For example, input of enter your weight. Enter your weight. Okay, enter your weight. Now I'm going to give like this. Now here I'm entering the weight as 50.6 something, some number I'm entering. Okay. Now it is taking the 50 point this one. For example, I'm storing this one in the A variable. Instead of A variable, B variable, some B variable. And I'm entering here 50.6. Now automatically what is the type of B? What is the type of B miss? It is going to select the type of B as float automatically. It evaluates automatically the data type. For example, enter your weight and you have entered here 50, F-I-F-T-Y, something you have entered. What you have entered? Text you have entered. So automatically it is going to take. So here I'm writing 50 and see here, it is throwing the error name 50 is not defined. So it is not considering here. So now what I'm going to do is 50 point or 50. Simply I'm going to write 50 and here the 50 automatically taken as int. And for example, here I'm entering the true. So automatically what is the type of B? It is Boolean. So when you want to enter other than the string, then in that case, you are going to use the eval function. If you want to go with the string only, then no need to write the eval function. Directly you write with respect to like this. In that case, you are going to have string like this. Is the point is clear? When you want to convert to anything else like float or int or boolean or something, then you are going to write the eval. Either you can write eval, or if you want to write int means int, float means float, or bool means bool. Choice is yours. Eval means automatically it evolves. So here other than string, I'm writing int, float or boolean, any of them, either 50 or 50.6 or true. Is the point is clear, guys? So this is called as eval. Now, for example, I'm writing like this. First step, okay, age. Age is equal to, is the variable name, eval, input of enter your age. Enter your age. I'm asking the user to enter the age. Now, whatever the age the user has entered, I'm printing. Print. And at the same time, I'm asking the user also to enter the name. Okay, name is equal to, since name will be in the string format, so separately eval function not required. Simply I'm writing of input, enter your name. Enter your name. Okay, so like this I'm going to write. After this one, I'm printing here, hey, what are the name? The person has entered what are the name, your age is, hey, your age is already, your age is, and age. Something I'm writing like this. Okay. Now what it is going to do? First line. In the first line, what is there? Right side part. In the right side part, multiple brackets. In the multiple brackets, first this bracket. That is enter your age. After that, input. Now it is asking the user to enter the age. I'm entering the age as 28. Okay. Now once I enter the age as 28, since it is a int, now what is the age value it is going to store is age is equal to 28. Int 28 will be stored. Okay, completed. Now, after this, now it will come to the second line. In the second line, enter your name. I'm entering my name as SRK. Okay. Now, what is the name it is going to store? Means name is equal to string SRK. Now it will come to the third line. In the third line, what is there? Hey. Hey miss, it will print as this name. Name is SRK. Hey SRK, your age is 28. Example. Is the point is clear? My age is not 28. It is more than that only. Almost 12 years of experience in IT industry means how my age will be 12. I have 28. Right? Example. Now, is the point is clear now? Everyone? Now coming to this. So here just now let us take one example like this. Now tell me what is the answer of this one? What is the answer? Here I'm going to enter the age as some 29 this time. So input of 29. Now first B is equal to, tell me what B is going to store. B is equal to what it is going to store. Not 29, string 29. Don't say 29. 29 means int. Use the data type also along with the data type. So string 29 will be stored in the B. Now it comes to the second line. In the second line, you are having with respect to multiple brackets. Inner bracket means this one. So int of string 29 will be taken first. And this will be converted to 29. For that 29 plus 20 will be added. For 20 means 49. And later it will apply the string over that. That is string 49 is the output. The same question was given in the Microsoft exam as it is. Now coming to this one. I'm enter the what is your name, asking the user what is your name. What is your name? Question mark is there. As it is will be printed. No difference. As it is will be printed. So I'm entering my name is SRK. Age. It is asking the user to enter the age. What is your age? I'm entering the age as 24. So now name is string SRK. Age is into 24. Now tell me next line. What is the next line? Write the answer in the notes. If I give these two values, what is the answer? Please write in the notes. If this is the case. Write in the notes. Whatever you feel, write in the notes. After writing in the notes, I'm going to tell you the answer. If your answer is correct, make a tick mark. If your answer is wrong, make a cross mark and write the reason. Sir, in a flow, sorry, sir, I have not seen this, sir. Whatever the reason will be there, na? Write that one also. Sorry, sir, I have not seen this one. Sorry, sir, this I have taught like this. Something you'll say, right? That one also you write in the notes. So that you'll understand where you are making the mistake. And that one same thing will not be repeated in the interview. So from me, name is string SRK, age is 24 into 24, hey plus name, hey plus name is plus SRK. So string concatenation will be done plus your age is. So your age is plus string 20 into 24. Int cannot be concatenated. So it is going to throw the error in this line. My answer is error. What error means? Type error. I am going to get one type error. The type error is string cannot be concatenated with the int. That is my answer. Okay. If you have written the same answer in the notes, miss, tick mark. If you have written the sentence that, hey, SRK, your age is 24, miss, strike the answer. And write the cross mark on that and write the reason for that. Where you have made the mistake. Point is very simple, guys. For example, now you are asking me a silly question. What is the silly question is, what is the 2 5s are? 2 into 5. You asked me the question 2 into 5. First, I'm saying like this. Sir, 2 5s are 11, sir. Sorry. 8, sir. Sorry. 10, sir. This is fixed. 10. If I say like this in front of you, it is okay for you? Is this okay? Final correct answer only, na? First, I have told 11. Sorry, sir, some mistake. Later, I have told 8. Sorry, sir. I only accepted my mistake. I am only accepting my mistake. I am only saying that it is wrong. Everything I am only saying. And finally, I am saying the correct answer also. What is the problem then? If I do this type of drama in front of you, what is the problem? Simply, it will get irritated. Same thing, na? In the interviewer also is a human only, na? If you are doing this type of drama in front of him, he will also irritate, right? In front of the interviewer, if you say that, sir, this one, no, not this one. If you say like this, it is going to be a problem. That is the reason you have to take 1 minute more time also, think, and you have to tell the correct answer from your mouth. Point is clear? All these are going to help you in the interview room. In the interview room, telling the answers quickly is different. Telling the correct answer is different. Many students, after interview, what they will tell you, no? After interview, after completing the interview, Arey, I have answered all the questions, Ra. I have answered all the questions, but they have not selected me. Answering all the question is different. Correctly answering all the questions is different. For example, 2 5s are means, I will also say one answer, 15. Is that answer? Answer only, na. I'm saying something, na. You're asking one question, I'm giving output one thing. Giving anything as per your choice is not the correct answer. Giving the correct answer is correct answer. This point is most important. Take 1 minute time. Here, there is no competition is going on. Sir, in the reality, competition will be there. Then if I take extra 1 minute of time, it is going to be a problem now. Then practice more. When you practice more examples, automatically time will be reduced. First time only you want the correct answer within that just in 5 seconds means it is going to lead to a problem. Is the points are clear? Finally, I required my students to give the correct answers in the interview room. Now, yesterday, we have opened this Microsoft question in the Google. We have typed in the Microsoft question and what are the questions I have got? Where is that? Yesterday, this question I have shown you and I told that, sorry, I have not covered this question. Now it has covered. Now you answer this question. Take time, but I require the correct answer. If it is option A, what is the output it is going to print? For option B, what is the output? Write in the notes. For every option you write in the notes. It is asking the user, enter input how old you are. Some date means how old you are on the starting date. At the starting in the company, how much you are old. Some number. Okay. How old you are today. Assume that when I'm entering in the company, my age is 24. When I'm exiting, my age is 26. As of today, 26. Assume this is the case. Now, first line, print congratulations plus. Congratulations is the string plus. Remaining you do. I will not explain. If I explain, what is the use? You complete the question A, B, C, D. 4 options you write in the notes. If option A, what is the output you are going to get? If it is option B, what is the output you are going to get? I want the correct answer. Write in your notes which is the right option. A, B, C, D. Which letter you feel right option? Write that letter in the notes. Done? Completed? Now, my answer is first, congratulations on plus int of end. Int of end. End means string 24. Sorry, string 26 minus int of string start. So int of 26, string 26, that is 26 minus int of string 24, which is 24. 26 minus 24, 2 int. Congratulations on is the string plus int 2. So int 2 cannot be added. So it is going to throw the error for me. This is the error. Whatever the first one is there, option A is error. Now coming to the option B. What are the second option is there? First, I'm going to convert the int 26 into 24 and I'm going to do the subtraction, that is 26 minus 24, 2. And that 2 will be converted to string. Again, later it will be converted to string, that is string of 2. So congratulations plus string of 2 plus years of experience. Oh, this is possible. Tick. Coming to the third one. Congratulations on int of end minus start, that is string 24 minus string 26 minus string 24, which is not possible only. So since it is not possible, inner only not possible. Inner is possible means then later it will be converted to int. Inner only not possible. Now coming to this one. End minus start. End is string 26, start is string 24. Again, inner is not possible. So answer is B. My choice is B. How many of you written the answer B? Make a tick mark in the notes. How many of you have done other than B? Write the reason where you have made the mistake. Writing that reason is important. Writing the answer in the notes, how much important? Writing the reason where you have made the mistake is also so much of important, so that you will not repeat the same mistake. Is the point is clear, everyone? Anyone wants to be repeated? Raise your hand. So here, very simple. Once again, first let's start with the option number 1. Congratulations on is in the string format. Plus is there. Wherever it is plus, means here string concatenation. Simply they are asking string concatenation. String concatenation means string and it has to be concatenated only with the string. This one also should be in the string. This one also should be in the string. 3 of them should be in the string. Out of which first part already string, third part is already in the string. Center part should be the string. That is important. Okay. Now let us focus only on the center part. Int of, they have given the bracket like this, int of end minus int of start. This is the one which they have given like this. This is the brackets. Now, when you are having the multiple brackets, inner bracket first. What is inner bracket means? 26. And this will be converted to int of. Write this int of string 24. Write the bracket like this. Now, this is 26 minus 24. Bracket like this. Now, this will give the output 2. So in this entire position, what you are going to get means 2 you are going to get. Which 2? Into 2. So into 2 means it is a wrong answer because it cannot be concatenated. First option is clear for everyone. Anyone want to be repeated? Now let's move on to the second option of the center part. str of int of end minus int of start and bracket close. Now int of end 26 minus int of 24, string 24. This should be converted to string. Now 26 minus 24 string of, that is string of 2, and you are going to get output as string 2. So string 2 is the output of this one. So this is a string, this is a string, and this is a string. String concatenation will be done. After string concatenation, everything will be converted as single value. That single value will be printed. Outer bracket finally will be executed. So entire inside whatever this is there, one value, one value, one value. 3 string values are getting concatenated into one value. And that single value will be printed. How to print a single value? We know already. Now, next one is congratulations on. Now center part once again. Int of end minus start. Int of what is end? String 24 minus, string 26 minus string 24. Now string 26 minus string 24 can be done. No, we have discussed only string concatenation, that too by using the plus symbol. That is the only symbol we have discussed. Minus, division, multiplication, these are not available. So here string 26 minus string 24, if I apply separately in the Python, okay, if I do this one, string 26 minus string 24, if I do like this, it is going to throw the error. Minus cannot be applied. If you are having plus symbol between them, then it will be concatenated. When it is concatenated, what is the output you are going to get? Miss 26, 24. String 26, 24. It will be concatenated as a single value. It is concatenated as a single value. So you are going to get as like this. But now coming to this point, here it is not possible. So since it is not possible, this is also error. Where the problem is, here itself the problem. 26 minus 24 itself problem. String 26 minus string 24 cannot be done. Now coming to this one, same logic. String 26 minus string 24 cannot be done. Is the point is clear now? 4 points. In each of them where the cannot be done miss, here it cannot be done, here it cannot be done. Where this one string concatenation cannot be done. If you execute the same code in the Python, after the class, type the same thing in the Python and give 26 and 24. Clearly, you'll see in the Python, it will show the error here only. And when we are executing this one, it will show the error here itself. Clearly, it will show that we cannot do the string, 2 strings minus we cannot apply. It will tell clearly. Is the point is clear? Everyone. So in this way, we are going to do the string concatenation. Now, next point is here. For example, this 26 and 24 is there. I want 50. Then what do we have to do? Int of this one first separately plus int of this one separately. These two you have to take like this. Then you are going to get the 50. Sir, I require the 50 also string, sir. Not 50, normal 50. I want string 50. Then you are going to convert overall to the string. Whatever you are having this one, this entire thing will be converted to string if you apply here. Is the point is clear? First, this part will be completed. Later, this part will be completed because inner brackets has to be completed first. First, these two will be completed separately and inner part will be completed. Then outer bracket will be executed, followed by. That is the meaning. Now coming to eval. Eval means other than string. For example, I'm entering the input of enter your height. Enter your height. Enter your height. I'm asking like this. Now the user is going to enter the height as 5.6. The height is 5.6, 5 feet 6 inches. Something he wants to enter 5.6. Something he has entered like this. Now 5.6 automatically will be considered as float or stringer. Automatically it takes the float. Instead of considering this one 5.6 inside the string like this, it will consider this one as a float value. Now if you store this one, if I'm storing this one in a variable called as h is equal to, and if I execute this one 5.6, now here if I ask what is the type of h, what is the type of h means it is saying that float. When I have given the eval, automatically it takes like that. Automatically. So for example, you have given here int. Now what happens? First inner bracket. What is the inner bracket? Enter your height is the inner bracket. First inner bracket will be executed. Absolutely not a problem. Now I'm going to enter 5.6. Now 5.6 is in the string and this string will be converted to int. It can be converted, yes or no? Yesterday we have discussed if any float, a string consists of full stop like that, whether it can be converted or not means answer is no. And if you execute this one, it will simply throw the error. It cannot be converted. It can be converted only when it is inside that int is there. So in this case, you have to write here float. Then only it will be converted to float. So instead of writing float or int or something like this, simply we are going to write eval. Eval means evaluate automatically. Evaluate automatically other than string. Other than string. If it is string means no need to write eval. Simply write the input function only. For strings again separately no need to write eval. Automatically anyways it will take in the string. Now it is points are clear. Input function and what is the reason of typecasting. Is the points are clear everyone? Now next point. From there we are going to move on to the next concept called as indexing and slicing. One of the most important topic of entire Python. In entire Python, one of the most important topic. Sir, each time you will say important topic only. Why? Because we are having the time for discussing important topics only. Our course is of 4.5 months where we are having the time for important topics. Unimportant topics discussion, there is no time. Each and every point, whatever we are going to discuss, each and every class is important. In your degree, you are having the plenty syllabus. In that, some is important, some of them may be not important. If you don't attend also, not a problem. But here, in this, we are going to discuss only the important. There is no time for us to discuss unimportant things, which if it is not useful for the real life in the companies, what is the use of discussion? Unnecessary time waste. So here, each and everything, whatever we are discussing is important. Now coming to the next topic called as indexing or subscript. Now, what is the meaning of this one? Means you are going to extract one character. If you want to extract the data, we are going to use the concept called as indexing. The concept of indexing means extracting the data. Indexing meaning is extracting the data. Now, here the most important point is if you write A is equal to 24, B is equal to string 24. Two are there. Now, how the objects are created? First case, 24 into 24 will be like this, A. In the second case, the object will not be created like this. The object is created like this, where the first character is stored in the first rectangular box, second character is stored in the second rectangular box. Each of them is considered as a character. And it is going to store in this way. The strings will be stored. Each character will be stored in the each box. Sir, what about the int, sir? Whether it is int, whatever the big size number, it is normally stored. When it comes to the string, in the strings, it is considered as the character and each character is stored in the each box. And for each box, there is numbering. And that numbering only is called as indexing. 0, 1. So it starts from the 0. The indexing, this is called as indexing. or this is also called as subscript, indexing or subscript. The indexing starts from the 0. The Python indexing starts from the 0, and you are having negative indexing in the reverse order, -1, -2, like this. This is called as negative indexing. This is called as positive indexing, and this is called as negative indexing. Now let us take one example here. I'm writing A is equal to hello, HELLO. Now how it is going to be stored means HELLO, object A. It is going to store like this. Each character will be stored in one rectangular box. And for each rectangular box, one number was assigned. That is called as positive indexing. You are going to have the positive indexing. The positive indexing is starts from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the positive indexing starts from the 0 to len -1. Starts from positive indexing, starts from 0 to length -1. Length of the string -1. Here, what is the length of this string means length of A is 5. So it is going to end with 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only integers. No float values are there. Only integers. 0.1, 0.5, 0.9, something, nothing is there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this numbers. Coming to the negative indexing. Negative indexing or reverse indexing. Reverse indexing starts from the -1 in the reverse direction. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. It will come in the reverse direction. And this concept is applicable only on the strings. Okay. So whatever the this individual I'm saying now, box, each character will be stored in the individual box. This logic is applicable only on the string, not on the int, not on the float, not on the boolean. Advanced data types, since we have not discussed, no need to discuss about the advanced data types, whether it is applicable on list or tuple. Don't ask that question. I am not going to discuss that one. As of now, we are in the fundamental data types only. Within the fundamental, it is applicable only on the string. For which one length function is applicable, for that indexing is applicable. Length function is not applicable means indexing is not applicable. Simple. Length applied means automatically indexing will be applied. Very simple logic. Right? Now, here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Like this we are going to have. Now, how to extract the single data? Indexing means extracting a single value, one character. Sir, if I want to extract multiple characters, then it is called as slicing. Extracting multiple characters is called as slicing. Extracting single character is called as indexing. Okay. So here I'm writing indexing. What is the use of indexing? Indexing is, the reason behind the indexing concept is to extract single value. To extract a single value. The value here is character. To extract a single character in the string. Within the string, it is called as character. To extract a single character. Slicing. The concept of slicing is to extract the multiple characters. To extract multiple characters. Indexing means extracting a single character. Slicing means extracting multiple characters. Okay. Now, here, how we are going to work on the indexing or slicing means, first I'm going to write A is equal to hello. Hello, where caps lock H. Hello. Now, Here, how the indexing or slicing will work. First, let us focus on the indexing concept. Later, we'll discuss the slicing. First, ignore this one. First, let us focus on indexing. Now, in the indexing, how we are going to work means, first you have to write the variable name, A. When you want to work on the indexing, you have to use always the square brackets only. Square brackets indicates that you are working on the index numbers. If instead of writing square bracket, if you write a parenthesis like this, then it is called as function. A is a function and it will ask what is this A function and it will throw the error that A function is not there. So here this cannot be considered as a function. So the square bracket, and in the square bracket, you are going to write which one you want to extract. You have to write the index number. You have to write the index number. So A is the variable name. What is the syntax? Syntax is first you have to write the variable name. And inside the variable name, you have to write the index number. And that value will be printed. That value will be extracted. If you want to extract any particular thing like this, we are going to extract. Sir, what is the use of this one, sir? Why we have to write? Why we have to extract? What is this? Tomorrow, we are going to work on the large amount of data. For example, your class records are there. Your marks will be there. Every student marks are there. I want to extract only a particular student mark. Data is large. In that, I want to select a particular student mark. Then in that case, we are going to use this to extract a single value. So first you are going to write the variable name. Inside that, you are going to write the index number. Now, example for this is A of. I'm going to write A of. Index number is 1. Now, what is there in the 1? Inside the 1. So what is inside the 1? String E. So it is going to print the string E. So like this. So let us see. Here I'm going to write hello. And length of A is total is 5 characters. So indexing starts from the positive indexing starts from the 0 to 4. Negative indexing goes from the -1 to -5. And I'm asking A of 1. First, I'll ask A of 0. What is A of 0? String caps lock H. Next, A of 1. What is A of 1? E. Next, I'm asking in terms of A of 2. L. String L. A of 3. Again, string L. A of 4. String O. So like this, you are going to get. Sir, what about the A of 5, sir? 5 index number is available. Positive index number of 5 is available. No. And it is going to throw the error called as index error. The error name is called as index error. Index is out of range. That particular index number is not available. Whenever you get the index error, indicating that that particular index number is not there. When you are having the index error, the index is not available. That particular number is not available. If you ask 50, 5 only not available. 50 is 0 to 4. Only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only these are available. 50 is not available. Other than 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing is available in the positive. While coming to the negative, -1. What is -1? That is string O. What about the -2? L. What about -3? Again string L. -4, string E. -5, string caps lock H. -6, error. Index error. Once again, index error. In the positive indexing, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are available. In the negative indexing, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 are available. Which are available, it is printing. Which are not available, simply it is giving the index out of the range. Now, if you ask 1.5, 1.5 means average of 1 and 2. It will not consider like that. Simply, it will throw the error that. So, string index must be in the integers, not in the float. It should be in the integer format. You can't give in the float. Right? And inside that, if you have given something like this, SRK, you have given the SRK. Is there any name with SRK below subscript name? So it is going to throw that in string indexing must be integers, not in the string format. Is the points are clear? So you have to give the index numbers. Index numbers means number only you have to give. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? Now, same logic, I'm writing in the A is equal to true. What is A is equal to true means? What is now A? What is the type of A? What is the type of A? It is a Boolean data type. For Boolean data type, if you are asking this one, and for this, if you are asking A of 0, what is A of 0? It is going to throw the error that Boolean object is not subscriptable. If you ask A of 20, first A is equal to 24, and if you ask A of 0, int object is not subscriptable. If you ask 24.5, float object is not subscriptable. Then which is subscriptable? String is subscriptable. Out of 4 of them, only the string is subscriptable. Where subscriptable means indexing is there. Indexing concept is called as subscriptable concept. Subscripts. Subscripts means below some numbers. Is the point is clear? Sir, but I'm having something like this, sir. 987. 24,987 is there, sir. But I want to do the, I want to extract only 9. That is my requirement. What I have to do now? In this case, what I have to do? First, you convert this one to string. After converting to string, how to extract the 9 now? What is the index number of 9? What is the index number of 9? So now, once you convert this one like this, now what is the index number of 9 miss? 2. So I'm going to apply the bracket 2. Now what is the output I'm going to get? What is the output I'm going to get? String 9. But I don't require string 9. Int 9 I required. What I have to do? Whatever the output you have got, convert into the int. So for this, I'm going to add the int of like this. Now, which bracket will be executed first? Inner bracket. First, it will come to this one. And first string of A will be completed. First string of A indexing will be completed. And finally, it will give the output 9 for me like this. Each and everything, letter to letter, I will just observe. First string of A. See, this is string of A. For the string of A, you are applying the logic of index number 2. That is string 9. Overall output, I want overall to be converted as int. So now overall, I'm converting this one to int like this. Is the point is clear? How to extract 9? Now, for example, I'm having 224,987.5. 4. Now my requirement is very simple. I want 4. Write the code for that. Into 4 is my requirement. Write the code. This is the question. And I require the output. Whatever you want, I will write that one. It has to give me the output as 4. Into 4, it has to print. What I have to write? Sir, sometimes we are defining the string in the single quote and double quote. There is no difference between the single and double quote. In the last class, we have discussed, Maurya. There is no difference between the single quote versus double quote. Last class, when I am explaining the strings, I have told you very clearly. What is the output? First, you are converting this one to string of A. Okay. Converted. After converting, now you want to select the 4. For 4, what is the index number? -1. Either you can go with the -1. If you want the positive indexing, now tell me for positive indexing, what is the number? This is 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3, 4. And full stop is 5. 5 is 6. This is 7. So index number 7. Positive index means 7 is the positive index number. So you're going to, when you are converted to string of A, 2, 4, 9, 8, 7, full stop, 5, 4. Write in the notes every line to line very clearly. which you can understand in a easy way. In that way, you write letter to letter, not a problem. String of A. If I write string of A, how it is going to convert? It will be converted like this. For this, you give the index numbers. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. Now I want the 4. 4 can be used with the positive indexing of 7 or negative indexing of minus 1. Both the options. So here I'm going to use the first 7. That is, what is the output I'm going to get? String 4. String 4 has to be converted to int, means what I have to do? Int of like this. If you want to go with the negative indexing, you are going to use the minus 1. In that case also, it is the correct answer, whether it is minus 1 or 7. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? Either you can go with respect to 7 or minus 1. Both will give the output as 4 into 4. Right? Now, next concept is called as slicing. Most important concept once again, slicing. Now, what is slicing means? It is going to extract the multiple characters. Now we have worked till now to how to work on the single character, how to select the single character. Now we are going to work on how to extract the multiple characters. Now what is the most important thing you have to do is just focus on the board. Don't write. Okay, don't write. Now here, what is the syntax? Syntax for slicing. What is the syntax in the slicing? Clearly focus on the board, because one of the most important one. In the real life, we are going to use mostly this one only. Okay, first you have to write the variable name. After that, you have to take the bracket. In the bracket, you have to keep the colon. This is the starting index number from where you want to start. Start index number, first index number from where you want to start. 2, after colon, where you want to end. End index number. Where you want to end, the end index number. And this end index number is not included. That number is not included. Whereas starting index number is included. Here I'm going to explain for you multiple examples. Multiple means at least 20 examples I will explain. 20 examples I will explain. Focus clearly, because multiple options are available. Not as simple as like that. Multiple options are there, so focus clearly. I'm taking once again the same example. Hello. H E L L O. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. I'm going to write first the variable name. Let us store this one in the A. Variable name A. So variable name is A. A of. I want to start from the 0 to 4. 0 is the starting index number. Whichever the starting index number is there, you keep one dot and write the S. Starting point. That is the starting point. And 4, wherever the 4 is there, you write the 4 as the E point. Okay, ending point. And here, one more colon also is there. What is that one more colon means? It is called as step. Step. Here, the default, the step is considered as 1. For example, 1. 1 means plus 1. Plus sign indicates. First, you have to observe. Your first point you have to observe in the step. Whether the step is positive number or negative. If the step is positive, means in that case, you have to go to the positive direction. Then you have to use the positive direction. If the step is negative, negative value, then in that case, you have to go with the negative direction. Negative direction. Now, here the example is A of 0 to 4 colon 1. What is meant by 1 means plus 1. Plus indicates positive direction. Positive direction means draw the arrow mark in the positive way. Again, once again, for the given question, what is the first step you have to do means wherever the 0 is there, keep S. Wherever the 4 is there, keep one letter E. And here the direction is plus direction. So give the direction arrow mark like this. Now this is the starting point to this is the ending point. Whether it is possible or not, just check. Yes, it is possible. So starting point of this one to ending point of this one, the person can move or anything can be done. Direction is possible. If the direction is possible, in that you are going to take first one is H, E, L, L and end O, but end should not be included. This should not be included. Now what is the answer of this one miss? Hell is the answer. String HELL is the answer. Okay. Now let's try with one more example. Second example, example number 2. A of 0 to 4 with an increment of plus 2. Now 0, keep here 0 at starting point. Yes. Ending point is this one, E. Now plus 2. Plus symbol indicates direction like this. First you draw the arrow mark. 2. 2 means first you have to consider the H. After that you have to go to the alternate number. Plus 2 means instead of moving one step, you have to move 2 steps. 2 steps means H. From here again 2 steps means O. But last one should not be included. Last one should not be included means what is the output you are going to get? HL. This is example number 2. Now example number 3. A of 0 is not 0. Let us take here 4. Here 0 with an increment of 1. Now where is 4? This is the starting point. Where is 0? This is the ending point. And what is the direction? This direction. In this direction, this is possible. That is not possible. Which direction is possible? Reverse direction is possible. You are going from Hyderabad to Mumbai, and I want the Bangalore means how you will get Bangalore. So, sir, after this, come to this. No circles are there here. Simple. Only one direction. No U-turns, no left turns like that. Only straight. So, since it is not possible, you are going to get the output as empty string. No error. In the slicing concept, never you will get the error. Never it is possible. Never you will get the error. If anything is there in between them miss, it will print. If nothing is there miss, nothing will be printed. But never you will get the error. Is the point is clear? If it is possible miss, output will be there. If it is not possible miss, no output will be there. So whatever we have discussed till now, let us try the same thing here. First, in the slicing, first I'm going to give A is equal to hello. Okay, caps lock H. First example, what are the first example I have tried is A of bracket 0 to 4 with an increment of 1. For plus symbol, you don't need to separately write the plus. Automatically it is plus 1. So now what is the output you are going to get miss? The output you are going to get from 0 to 4. What is the 0 to 4 miss? First at the 0 you keep the dot and write the S letter. For easy understanding, I am saying this one. After once you practice, you don't need to write like that. First time you are working now. So that is the reason I am explaining in an easy way. And you are going to have direction like this. And each and every letter, step of 1 means from here to here. That is called as step of 1. This is called as step of 2. Step of 3 means directly jumping from here to here. It is called as step of 3. So now Step of one means from H to E you have to come, from E to L you have to come, L to L again you have to come, L to O you have to come. So that is with respect to H, E, L, L, O, but last one is not included. So what is the output? H, E, L, L. Second one is A of 0 to 4 with an increment of 2. So now increment of 2 means from H you are coming to L, from L you are coming to O. So H, L, O, where O should not be included. So H and L is the output. Now if you take A of first one is 4, from 4 to 0 with a positive direction of 1, which is not possible, you are going to get the empty string. Now same question once again. 4 to 0 minus 1. 4 to 0 minus 1. Where is 4? This is 4, starting point. Where is 0? 0, this is ending point. Minus, this is the direction. Now in this direction, you have to work. Whether in this direction S to E is possible? Yes, possible. Now what you have to get? First one is O, L, L, E, H. But H should not be included. Last one should not be included. O, L, L, E. That is the output. If I write here A of 4 colon O colon minus 1, then O, L, L, E is the output. Right? Now, next example. A of 4 to 0 with a minus 2. 4 to 0 minus 2. First one is O, followed by O to L, L to H. But H should not be included. O and L. That is the output. Let us try. A of 4 colon 0 colon minus 2. O and L. Is the point is clear? Next, come to the next one. Next example. Here, A of 10 to 0, 10. 10 number is not there now. Positive 10 is not there. So positive 10 is not there means somewhere outside you keep as yes. Somewhere. 10 is not there now basically. Somewhere you keep. Now yes to this one. Ending point is this one. Negative direction. Direction is negative. Now automatically 10 is not there means this will taken as the first position only. And again you are going to get in the same way. For example, if you take here 10 to this one. Is the point is clear? Now, for example, you are having here 100. 100 is included or 1000. 1000 is included? No. 1000 number is not there means whatever the last number is that last number only will be selected automatically. Then also you'll get the same answer. Is the point is clear? Never the error will is possible. Never you will get the error. Whether it is index error or whether it is empty, nothing you will get. So here only thing is if it is possible means it will give the value. If it is not possible means empty string. Is the points are clear? Sir, for example, now let us take like this, sir. Starting number is 1000. Ending number is in terms of instead of 0. Let us take like this. Let's change the example in this way. First number is 0 to 1000 with an increment of 1. 0 to 1000. 0. This is 0. That is starting point. 1000. Somewhere outside 1000. Outside somewhere you are having like this. Now this is the starting point and this is the ending point and direction is positive. Arrow mark is like this. Now step of 1. Step of 1 means first this one, followed by this one, followed by this one also. Because now the end point also included. The end point also included because 1000 is not included. Before 2000 till 999, whatever is there, everything is included. Sir, for example, you have written here 0 to 5. What is meant by 0 to 5? 0 to 5 means 0 to 4. Last one should not be included. So first 0, you keep the starting point, ending point, 0 to 5 means 0 to 4. That is this one, this one, this one, this one. 4 also included. 5 should not be included. What about 4? 4 should be included. So 4 also will be included. Is the point is clear? If you want the last one also miss, then you have to add +1 for that. For example, O you should not include miss, you have to write up to this. Then that will not be included. When you are not writing this one, if you are writing 5 miss, 4 also included, up to 4. For example, you are writing 6. What is the meaning of this? From 0 to 5. In 0 to 5, whatever is there, HELLO. What is 5? 5 is not there. In between that, whatever is there, it will be printed. So hello is there, hello will be printed. In the given area, whatever is there, it will be printed. Within the given area, whatever is there. If nothing is there, means nothing. In the given area, whatever is there, it will be printed. Next. Now, here, if you don't write the starting number, if you're not writing the starting number, but you are writing the end number and step, but starting number, if you're not writing, the starting number will be automatically considered as, if it is positive step miss, it will be considered as 0. If it is negative miss, it will be considered as the last one, as the starting one. Okay. In this example, next example, in this starting one, you have not given. What is the meaning of starting one? You are not giving miss, automatically start. How it is going to select the starting point? What is the starting point miss? The starting point is going to be this one. Why this one? Why this is considered as starting point? Because here the direction is plus. Plus, for plus direction, this is the starting point. For negative, this is the starting point. For negative, this is the starting point. For positive, this is the starting point. So here it is going to consider this one as the starting point, and for 5 till 5, and you are going to get in terms of HELLO, and this is the output. HELLO. For example, if I give here 3 only, what is the meaning? What is the starting point? This is the starting point. And where is the 3? This is the 3. And what is the output you are going to get? HEL. That's it. Is the point is clear? Now, sir, for example, here you write the -1. Same example, -1. Now, what is the starting point and what is the ending point? Starting point is this one. What is the ending point? 3. Where is the ending point? This one. This is the ending point. And direction is this direction. Is that possible? Yes, possible. Now, what is the output you are going to get? Wo, only wo. The last one should not be included. Is the point is clear, everyone? Here, when it is having the minus, this is going to be the starting point. When it is plus, that is going to be the starting point. Is that clear? Now, here, we are going to take in terms of like this, -1. Now, this one I'm going to give the 4. Now, tell me, what is the output of this? What is the starting point first? Starting point basically I have not given. Then what is the starting point will be considered? In the negative direction, this is the starting point. And ending point, what is the ending point? That is also ending point. That is the starting point and that is the ending point. From that position to that position, nothing will be there. As it is, you are going to get with respect to empty. That should not be included. End point should not be included. You are starting in one position. Assume that you are standing. That is your starting point. That is only your ending point. In between, what will be there? What will be there? If you walk some distance will be there. Either in the forward direction or backward direction. If you walk something, the distance will be there. You are not walking, just you are standing. That is only your starting point. That is only your ending point. Then from where I have to bring the distance? So empty. Is the point is clear? Next, if you don't write the center value, you have written the first value, but you have not written the center value. Then what is the center value will be considered? Miss, last value is the center value. by default last. Now, for same example of hello, H-E-L-L-O. What is the starting point? This is the starting point. What is the ending point? In this direction, whatever the last one is there, that is the ending point. Included that. So here till this it will come. The last one also included. Okay. And +1 means direction is like this. Now, what is the answer of this one? Means hello, complete hello. The last one also, because here if you don't write anything, by default, it is going to apply here 5. By default, it is going to take the length function, length of A. What is length of A? Is 5. So it is going to consider 0 to 5. Indirectly, it is going to consider 5. Okay. If you don't write anything, it is going to apply the length function. Sir, for example, for negative direction, here, this is the starting point. Okay. Sorry. What starting point is this one only? Yes. Now ending point of negative. Ending point of negative. What is ending point of negative? This one is the ending point of negative. Now, what is included here in terms of H? Is the point is clear? Ending point is going to be this one. If you don't write end point means last one also includes. So in that case, this will be included. In this case, H also will be included. Is the points are clear? Now, if you don't write the third one, first you have written the first. Okay. If you don't write the third one, first one you have written, second one you have written, but third one you have not written. Then what is the third one? It is going to take automatical miss +1. By default, +1 it is going to consider and it will give the hello. Okay. So when you don't want to write the third one, then you don't need to even give the second colon also. You have to give only one colon. So when there is a only one colon, this is the starting index. This is the end index. When you are having the 2 columns only, starting point, ending point, and step. Starting point, ending point, and step. This logic will be applicable only when it is 2 columns. Sir, for example, I want to give ending point and step, sir. Ending point and step. I don't want to give the starting one. This is my requirement. Then you have to give the second column also and you have to give empty. If you give only one column, Python automatically considers as the first one is starting, second one is ending. It will not consider the ending and step. When you have given only one column, it will consider as like this. Is the points are clear, everyone? So now let us try with one example. So here I'm going to write A is equal to data science. Data space science. This is the A. Now you tell me for this A of, I'm going to take A of 0 to 12, some number, instead of 12, 10, with an increment of -1. What is the output of this? I want the correct answer. Write in the notes step by step and tell me the correct answer. I will wait. Not the quick answer. Correct answer is important. Yeah, Vishnath is asking 47 cell. Yeah, Vishnath, just give me 1 minute of time. We'll discuss. Zero to 10 -1. DATA space SCIENCE. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10, -11, and -12. Now question is A to 10 with -1. Starting point, ending point, -1 means this direction. What is the output? Empty string is the output. In the notes, if you have written the empty string means make a tick mark. Otherwise, strike and write the reason where you have made the mistake. If you have done the correct miss, make a tick mark. Done. Now, next one is this. A of 2 to 10. Only one column is there. Yes. A of 2 to 10. What is the output of 2 to 10? TA space SCIEN. C is included. Only N, up to N. TA space SCIEN. If you have written in the notes C miss, don't strike C. Strike your answer. You have made a wrong answer and write the reason where you have made a mistake. Don't simply strike C letter and don't feel yourself you have done the correct thing. Basically, you have given the wrong answer. If you have included C miss, that is called as wrong answer. Now, last question, simple question, my favorite question. Colon, I'm not giving the first value, empty. Second one empty, followed by -1. When it is -1, what is the starting point? When it is -1, what is the starting point for -1? This one is the starting point. Right? In your notes, you write the answer. In a flow, sorry, I have told something. Write the answer. When it is -1, what is the starting point? When it is -1, what is the ending point? And in that direction, what are the things are available? And what is the answer I'm going to get? Write the answer in the notes. Yes, opposite of data science. So this is going to be the starting point. In the reverse direction, this is going to be the starting point. And this one is going to be the end point, including the D. In the reverse direction, D should be included because you have not given any number now. So automatically it includes. Okay, in that direction, include everything. Here, if anything is not there, simple. In that direction, include everything in that direction. Include everything in that direction. Include everything in that direction. In that direction. That is the meaning of second one. If it is empty of the second one means meaning is include everything in that direction. Now in that direction, I'm going to include everything and I'm printing everything in the reverse order. Data science will be printed in the reverse order. In the interview, they'll ask you, what is your name? You're going to say, my name is Kumar. Can you print the Kumar in the reverse direction using the Python? That is the interview question. What do you have to do? Colon, -1. Just one line. But in the interview room, that will not be strike. The problem is in the interview room, we will not get that answer. When you practice multiple examples. Now, last question for today's class. 400 to 500 with increment of 1. Starting index number is 400, ending index number is 500, and increment is 1. What is the output? Empty. Simple. I assume the last question, but not it is the last question. One more question I am going to ask. In the data science, I want everything apart from the last three. NCE, I don't want. NCE, I don't want. Data, space, SCIE. Up to that I require. Now, what is the code I have to write for this? Write the answer in the notes. Write the answer in the notes. I don't want NCE. These three letters I don't want. Apart from these three, I require everything. What I have to do? How many options are there? Write every option, not with one option. Right? How many options are there? Every option. Think. How many options are there? Think every option. NCE, I don't want. Remaining everything I required. Apart from NCE, I required everything. How many options are there? Write in the notes. Each and every option you write in the notes. Done? Completed? Now, first one is A of starting with 0 to 8. 8 should be included means I have to take up to 9. Then automatically 8 also will be included. So with an increment of 1. This is my option number 1. Option number 2. What is option number 2? Minus 12. Starting point is minus 12 to minus 3 with an increment of 1. Again, this is the starting point and this is the ending point. And this direction, everything is possible. Plus 1. Plus 1 means the arrow mark is like this. Arrow mark is like this and everything is possible. So this is your second option. What is the next option? What else? 0 to 9. Simply writing 0 to 9. Without writing the increment of 1, just simply writing 0 to 9. Automatically it will take plus 1 only. These are the three options. Okay. Now, based on this, what Microsoft has asked, just let us see the question in the Microsoft exam. Based on this question. Question number 7. Read the question and tell me answer. Read in the question letter to letter. I'm going to give you the hint for this question. Hint for this question is read each and every letter in the question. That is the hint. Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Choose two. Two options are there in this. Which are the two options? Write in the notes. A, B, C, D, E. Out of these, two of them are correct, it seems. Which two are correct? So you're having the complete 200 employee names are there. Last 5 being the management. Miss, I don't want last 5. Earlier I asked last 3 now. If I don't want last 3, what is the options are left out? I asked that question now. Here last 5. Apart from last 5, they're asking. That is the question. In the data science board, apart from last 3, what is the answer? Similarly, here last 5. Leave the last 5. So total how many are there? 500 are 200 are there. So from 0 to 199. Okay, you are having 0 to 199. You have to leave last 5. That is 199, 198, 197, 196, 195. These 5 you have to leave. Other than these 5, remaining everything you have to include. From the starting to 194, you have to include. That is the question. Now, what are the options? Starting with 0. With 0, how many options are there? 3 options are there. This is not the right option. This is not the right option. Starting from 0. So 0, this should be included. This is 0 included, 0 also included. So now minus 5. So this last number is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So up to minus 5. Up to minus 5 means minus 5 will not be included. Starting from 0 to minus 5. So this is starting point and this is ending point. This will not be included. Anyways, minus 5 will not be included. So, okay. Coming to minus 4. Minus 4 means this one. Then this point will be included. This is wrong. So this is not the right option. And what is this one? Again, 0 to 5. So what is the options left out is B and E. Is the point is clear? Now first 1 to minus 4. What is the things you are going to get from 1 to minus 4 miss? 1 miss, first person will miss. They didn't ask the first person. They asked the last 5 persons should not be there. The problem with the 1 to minus 4 miss, first person will miss here. Is the points are clear? So that is the end of the session and please practice and I'm going to upload the notes in your Google Drive. That is one is indexing concept and slicing concept. Along with the second one is input function. So these are the 2 things. Please practice and we'll continue in the Monday's class.